Hello everyone and welcome back to Kirby and the Star-Crossed World. Last episode, we got started in the Star-Crossed World with doing both of these starry stages in the natural planes. And in this episode, before we start, there's a few things that I want to check out because apparently there are new things. Why do you not have the things anymore? We did have new stuff at Waddle Dee Cinema. This guy's text box was orange, so I thought we had something new here. I was gonna see like, oh, did we get the Star-Crossed World cutscene? Is that what? Yeah, okay. Star-Crossed World credits. We can already watch the credits. Okay, Song of the Starfall Children. Okay. I was a Starfall kid. Does anyone remember starfall.com or whatever that website was called? Anybody remember that? That's a throwback. That is legit ancient technology. That made me feel like 10 years older than I am just saying that. Starfall, good God. Anyway, so yeah, we have access to new cutscenes, and we will obviously get access to the rest of the cutscenes throughout the rest of the game. But funny thing, I found out apparently Nintendo dropped a what is it called? Present code? I already forgot what the thing was called. Please hold. Okay, yes. Yeah, they just dropped a present code on the news. So I was like, well, shoot, why would we not use that? Why would we not use that? Free stuff? What do you mean? Oh, wait. Whoa! Hold on. That's actually so clutch. That's so clutch. Thanks, Nintendo. Bro! They loaded us up with freaking money. We have elite! We have elite story coins, bro. Shout out to Nintendo, bro. That's so fire. Shout out to Nintendo. Well, dang. We've already peaked. I think the episode literally can't get any better. And then the last thing before we hop in, I noticed that apparently they just made the point of arrival a whole stage now. This was not a thing in the base game. So now you can just access the point of arrival on the world map instead of having to go to Waddle Dee Town and then going to that warp star on the lower end of town. But I guess they had to make this a normal stage on the world map because it has a starry equivalent. So I guess that's why they did that. So yeah, cool. And you can also access the starry stages from the stage list, which is nice. So yeah, anyway, let's go ahead and jump into the starry stages for this episode. We're probably just gonna do one world per episode because, I mean, shoot, these really don't take that long. But anyway, let's hop into the Fallen Star Beach because apparently this is the Red Sea now. And it's going to get parted. Okay, well, I guess while we're going through some of the starry stages, I can talk about the fact that blippers are starry now, which is kind of crazy. Oh yeah, we can actually use the other lower evolution of a copy ability that's actually better now, which is Ranger, so that's fun. I actually always liked Noble Ranger. I didn't like how Space Ranger would be like, it's more powerful, but you have to trade off your power for your rapid fire. So I didn't like that. Oh, we're always gonna get a meteor to crash into the first area of the world, I suppose. Dang. The whole ocean literally became crystallized just like that. This is a really neat stage concept, by the way. Hello? Walking on the ocean floor? This is pretty neat. I can't lie. I also can't help but notice that maybe someone took inspiration from someone, because why is this the same aesthetic for Wayflow Waters and Kirby Air Riders? Why is this the same? Oh, word. Appreciate the money, dog. Find 7 7? Good grief. Yeah, we're gonna have to keep our eyes peeled. Anyway, like I was saying earlier, some things about the story. Let's talk about the story. So, this new artifact, the Star of Darkness, obviously everyone's like, okay, it's obviously the Jamba Heart, because why does it look like that? Like, we get it. Everything in Kirby either has to do with stars or hearts. Like, it's been that way since, like, what, Dreamland 3? So, like, yeah, we get it. Everything... I could have just shot him. Everything, like, either is probably gonna do with hearts or stars. But why, pray tell... Oh, that's just a waterfall. I'm just blind. Is there anything back here? Yo! Always look behind waterfalls in video games. Bro. I'm telling y'all. Bro, that was a good find. That was a good find. Y'all can't tell me that wasn't fire. Oh, speaking of which, speaking of fire, I'm about to light you on fire. Goodbye. Oh, dang, he actually has a lot of defense. Let me stop playing. But yeah, like, it obviously, the Star of Darkness obviously represents, or resembles, excuse me, the Jamba Heart. So I'm like, we probably won't see characters from Star Allies show up in Starcross World, unless we see another interpretation of Void, which that would be interesting. I would totally be down to see that. Maybe. Void is just like a little on the crazy end when it comes to both lore and perception, because why is he so happy to freaking die? But, yeah. I would kind of like to see if maybe they tie in elements from Star Allies with this game. I think that would be pretty cool. It's just a matter of really how would they do it, you know? Like, how would they tie Star Allies into this game? I mean, I guess they could do exactly what I said they wouldn't do, like tie in some characters. If they bring back Highness, bro, I'm a frickin' flip, because there's no way y'all are that ambitious. I know we said, yes, this is a new... Yeah, I'm going more for Night Sword. This is a new phase for Kirby. But when you said that, did you actually mean that the continuity matters now? I mean, that would be sick. I would like that. But I don't know. I just don't feel like they would do it. The one character that they're actually willing to bring back, and it's not even... like, legitimately bring back, it's always a freaking cameo, is Dark Matter. That's the only character they ever choose to freaking bring back. Well, Dark Matter and Galactonite. But Galactonite kind of cemented his place in the series since, like, what, Return to Dreamland? That was over 10 years ago? 15 at this point. But if they bring back any Star Allies characters, shoot Star Allies elements by just saying it's the Jamba Heart alone. I'm like, you know what? I trust y'all on that. I'm also gonna switch to Tornado. I really like Tornado. I just never freaking use it. I never freaking use the Scotty ability, but I legit like it a lot. Another thing. I was kind of hoping that the Fallen Star Volcano would be its own world of levels. I thought it was gonna be like, oh, you retread the game. Oh, they wanted us to have Tornado, so I made the right decision. I wanted it to be like, yeah, you do retread the whole game through the starry stages. How did you catch me? Hello? Let me go, please. I have to hit these switches in a certain amount of time. Oh no, those are the blue ones. You don't... Is it the blue ones or the red ones that you have to hit within a time limit? I forget. But like, I thought it was gonna be like, oh, okay, retread the game in the starry stages, but also, like, maybe a handful of new levels. I'm not saying, like, you know, 6 new stages and everything, but, like, shoot, I don't know, like 3? Like, half a world, maybe? You know? I'm not even asking for too much. I just want something new. But the starry stages are essentially the new stages. It reuses the level themes, but brings new level designs. So I guess in a way I kind of got what I wanted. And it's not like we specifically... Wow, that was a good find. It's not like we really need a whole new set of like levels set in a volcano area specifically. Because shoot, that's kind of what the Redgar Forbidden Lands are. I guess it would have just been nice to see them mix the volcano theme with the Starcross World theme. That's probably what I was looking for more closely. Man, every enemy can just have a crystal variant, huh? Wow, that was a nice lock-on. I forget that's what Storm Tornado does. Please don't eat me. Please don't. What? These things can be on timers? You're kidding. That's wild. I didn't even know they could do that. Okay, well bet. Enough said. I'm Sonic the Hedgehog up in here. I made that joke last episode. That's not original anymore. Hello. We're probably also never gonna have more than like, what, 4 hidden starries in one stage? Because there's apparently only 2 starry stages in every single world, which is why I was like, yeah, 1 world per episode is probably gonna end up being the pace at which we go. Like, not even into, well, close enough. Welcome back, wheel ability. Guys, it's wheel! We basically have wheel now. This is so sick. I really wish that they did put wheel in this game. Wheel in 3D would have been so tough. It really would have. But this is close enough. This is pretty good. I like this. The new mouthful... Hello? Oh, thank God you can reattach to the wall. That's some tech right there. Thank God that they were like, hold on. We're going to add new... air quote new mouthful modes, but it's basically just gonna be pass abilities. So it's like if you want high jump or wheel in 3D, here's your chance. This is for you. But yeah, I really love the new mouthful modes that they've been adding. Hold on, can I grab this real quick? Which treasure is this? 6? Okay, 1 more. I've been doing really good at finding the hidden stuff in this stage, which is better than I can say for how I did on the first stage of the natural plains. So, you know, everything always comes back around to make progress in life. What was I just talking about story-wise? I don't even remember. Anyway, what else? Oh yeah, Astronomer Waddle Dee was saying like, yeah, the legend of the meteor. I'm like, okay, a legend. So this is already like pre-established lore. Like not lore for us, lore for, oh, you can just open these as a mouthful mode. I didn't even know that. Like pre-established lore in their world, like in the Forgotten Land. Like the residents of the Forgotten Land are like, oh yeah, for sure, we've had to deal with meteors before, or something like that, you know? So I'm like, okay, if that's the case, who the flip wrote the legend? Who wrote that? Who were the first people in the Forgotten Land to even freaking document, wow, this became a side-scroller real fast, that's kind of crazy, to even document that the meteors were a thing? Because apparently, like, the Beast Pack has been in the Forgotten Land forever, but we also had, like, we have evidence that, you know, maybe humans lived in the Forgotten Land at one point. Oh, we're getting the star pieces now, okay. Because of, well, I mean, shoot, the existence of Lab Discoverer. Like, there had to be humans who lived here. If not humans, then something to do with the residents of Dreamland, because the Ongar was like, yeah, the people of the Forgotten Land left us for a land of dreams. And I guess we still don't have, like, concrete confirmation that the people who left the Beast Pack did indeed go to Dreamland, but I mean, shoot, what other evidence do you need when you say a land of dreams? I'm sorry, the first game in the series was named Dreamland. What else do you want me to say, you know? Like, it does not get more blatant than that, but who knows? But someone had to have written this preconceived legend for Astronomer Waddle Dee or any of the Waddle Dees to even have prior knowledge about the meteor. And speaking of the meteor, Astronomer Waddle Dee was also like, yeah, the stars of darkness and light. And he said that the stars of light were the starries. So if the starries, jump as a gear and stick to a big sign. Oh, say no more. I've also been getting a lot of capsules this stage, and I hope they keep loading me up with them, because that would be nice. I assume there's like nothing else over here. Yeah, I guess we're chill. Okay. Oh yeah, the stars of light are the starries. So if that's the case, then there has to be a dark counterpart. Kind of like, and this is probably a dumb thing to equate this to, but kind of like the sprite bulbs and the spike bulbs from Brothership. That's kind of what this situation might remind me of. There's literally nothing up here. It's just bonus. Are you serious? I did bonus for some starry coins. Well, I guess I need starry coins, huh? Okay, that was just a heap of bonus. Well, sure. I guess I can't be mad about it, huh? I just really expected that to be a mission. Speaking of which, if we skipped a mission, I'm gonna be so upset. Okay, I'm just gonna have to pray. I'm gonna get back to talking about the story in a second, but I'm like, hold on. Did we get everything? You're freaking joking! Are you serious? Why? Dog, I'm not doing that on camera. I'm gonna have to replay this stage on my own time, because that's stupid. I freaking hate that. If I didn't get eaten that one time, I would have been fine. I'm doing that off camera. I'm not doing that right now. Astronomer Waddle Dee. Astronomer Waddle Dee is passionate about research, especially legendary meteor research, so he rushed to the volcanic island with the other Waddle Dees. His hobbies include collecting shiny coins and figures and catching up with his good pal and research partner, Wise Waddle Dee. Oh, they know each other. Okay, cool beans. I haven't talked to Wise Waddle Dee in a minute. I should probably go talk to him. Small starry flower. These small flowers bloom where meteors fall, and mysterious things happen around them when they are touched. They were originally part of a crystal that had the power to envelop and contain an evil, ominous meteor. Okay. Still trying to pay attention to lore. But this is more important than lore, actually. Nap time. There's always time for a good nap, but some sleep habits don't work well together. These two often rest snugly, but sometimes sleepy Kirby inhales alpha red. And then Kirby starts chewing. Wait, bro. That's so funny. That's gotta be, you know what? I'm tying that to Dream Buffet somehow. Alphalin's not made of mint ice cream, but that's what he wants to believe. That's a tie-in to Dream Buffet, somehow. That's so funny. Oh my gosh. I would be laughing more if I didn't miss one story. Also, I had to say something at the beginning of the episode. I was like, yeah, we're like on pretty good pace for getting everything in a stage. I really don't have to worry about anything. This is one very arbitrary mission. It's kind of stupid. I'm very mad about that, but it's fine. I was just saying that I don't need to go back into the stage, but I'm like, no, I can't do it now. I'm gonna do it later. I really don't. I don't want to do it now. It's so stupid. Anyway, washed away at the cement summit. But anyway, yeah, there has to be a dark counterpart to the Starries. I don't know what the flip it would be, but it's gotta be something. It's gotta be something. What the heck is over here? What are y'all doing over here? Okay, sure, whatever. But if there's not, then I wonder what the meteors of darkness would be if the Starries are the meteors of light, or the stars of light, whatever he said. I'm just like, there's gotta be like some correlation, you know? Who knows? It might not be a life form like the Starries, but it might end up being just an artifact. The Starries just happen to be the stars of light, but that's not the smash down button. There we go. But they just happen to be the stars of light, which should double as life forms. Hold on, which way is the intended way? Hold the phone. That was stupid. Well, the arrow is telling me to go up, but there's also more stuff up here. So somebody's lying to me. Who's lying? Where's the caveman? Who is lying? Oh great, another timer. There is no way. Never mind, hold on. Let's keep looking. Because there's no way I'm gonna get that in time. Okay. Or maybe I can, who knows? Something tells me this was a mistake. This was indeed a mistake. Okay, so Alright, let's try that one more time. Let me just, like, go for it. I probably had more than enough time, but I was afraid. I had fear, and I should not have had fear. Yeah, I had more than enough time. I don't know why I was worried. Because boom. I guess this was the optional way. What's the optional path? Which one is it? I still assume that the way that we found earlier was... No! Because what the heck is this? No, that has to be the way forward. Because once we go down there, we're not coming back. So this must be the optional path. I'm gonna go here first. I'm gonna pray to God I don't regret that decision. Okay, thank God. So, what's the gimmick here? Oh, they just casually gave me drill. Okay, cool. Okay. Wait, what? Do you jump around? Oh, my dumb self. I was like, what? What do you do? No, I'm just stupid. Please ignore me. Alright. Ah, okay. Oh, I hate this. This sucks. Oh, crap. Okay. Time for some real angular platforming. You thought Kirby was just a normal 3D platformer before? Oh, nah. Oh, you're kidding. Okay, sure. This is serious. Remember, just because this is DLC does not mean they can't get crafty on you. They sure can, and they sure will. They sure freaking will. They're not pulling punches right now. Speaking of not pulling punches, what the flip are y'all doing? Okay, I hear a starry. By the way, the starries do make noises like the Waddle Dees normally do. I found that out after editing last episode. Okay, y'all are just giving me bonus stuff? Oh, no. Clear the secret room without drowning with Springmouth. Okay. Yeah, no way they do it twice. No way they do it twice. Okay, but would you imagine the euphoria I would have experienced if it had happened twice and I actually knew what I was doing? Imagine, though. Imagine. I would have felt like a genius. Anyway. See, this is the issue with doing commentary and then having to concentrate. I forget what I talk about. I don't know. Okay, well, bye. It was fun while it lasted. Oh yeah, I need to get rid of drill like ASAP because what the flip is this copy ability useful for now? We're in the water. I kind of wish I had tornado back. Oh, never mind. We do still need drill. Okay, I take back what I said. I never said anything, actually. Okay, the Star of Darkness itself. What the flip is it? Because apparently the Star of Darkness, like, holds some sort of, like, super duper impressive evil, yada yada, all that good stuff. But what evil, though? What evil does it hold? Like, okay, so, here's the thing. We're trying to reform the sealing crystal, right? What kind of evil would have to be sealed away? And I'm not gonna lie. What if it's galactonite? What if? Cause just like, stay with me for a second. Cause what other evil has been sealed away in this series? Like, it could be something new, I'll give you that. But what if it's not? It just... I don't know. Besides Fecto, Forgo, and the Beast Pack, so literally besides every evil in this game, from the new phase of the series, like, everything connects back to some previous game. Like, Void itself connects back to Kirby and somewhat Dark Matter. Star Dream connected back to Nova, which I guess technically wasn't an evil, but it was, you know, Goldfish. We love Goldfish. It did connect back to a prior artifact / character in the series. I guess, well, no, I was gonna say Sectonia was kind of like unique, but no, because she used the dimension mirror. Everything connects back to something. Everything does. At this point, nothing in this series is wholly original anymore. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I'm saying that's good because we are forming continuity. We are basing things off of pre-established mythos. That's good. But on the same token, the only new threat that apparently did not have connections to any prior threat or any prior established mythos were the Beast Pack and Fectoforio. That's it. That's literally it. So if we're tying things back to the Jambahart, because now we're like, okay, we established some new stuff, but let's bring back some, dang it, but let's bring back some mythos, you know? If we're bringing back some stuff. It's kind of ironic to bring back Galactonite, because, oh, we need Cone Mouth, what am I doing? Because Galactonite famously skipped out on Star Allies, and that's when Morpho took over. So to bring back Galactonite, not only a game after he got taken over, but in the same game that Morpho Knight exists in, that would be mythical catharsis of the highest regard. You don't know how hard I would flip out if Galactonite was in this game. I think I would go insane. I think I would become mentally deranged if Galactonite was in this game. I would lose it. But then again, all signs are kind of pointing to, nah, this is him. No other threat has been sealed away. So who else would it be? If we're tying back to pre-established mythos. Maybe, okay, maybe Highness. Because Highness was sealed away in a Jambahart, especially after Heroes in Another Dimension. Because he ended up being the threat that was in the Jambahart after collecting all of the Jambahart spears to break open the corrupted Jambahart in Heroes in Another Dimension. So I would believe that. I would believe that it could be Highness. But then again, that goes back to my last point. Bringing back any Star Allies characters would be... That would probably make me go even more insane than if Galactonite was in the game. Is if they brought back any character from Star Allies. I doubt they'll bring back Win the Battle on Water with Cone Mouth. What, you're not supposed to have Cone Mouth at this point? Did they expect you to get rid of it? That's weird. But like, I don't expect them to like bring someone back like the Sisters, because the Sisters became allies. So what reason would we have to fight them? They're on our side. And I guess the same thing could be said for Highness, because we did heal him after Heroes in Another Dimension. So I guess at this point, maybe Highness is also an ally? But I don't know if we would consider him an ally more so than we just healed him because that's just the kind of guy Kirby is. We kind of owed that to him, in a way. Like, we went through all that stuff in Heroes in Another Dimension, like for what? Just to collect the friend hearts? No. We did that to save them. They were corrupted by the Jambahart. But, bro, I'm always gonna end up doing better on the second stage than I do the first, and it's kind of making me mad, but it is what it is. But maybe no, Void doesn't make sense either. Why would they bring back Void? We defeated Void. I really just don't see them bringing back any Star Allies characters. It really has to be Galactonite. Lost Starries. These children of a mysterious twinkling planet have the mysterious twinkling planet. Okay. Have the power to contain the evil meteor. In the distant past, they traveled through time. Galactonite. Galactonite's the Eon hero. The hero of time. Bro, it's all coming together, bro. Come on, listen to what I'm saying. Crossed the galaxy. That's gotta mean something. Strongest warrior in the galaxy? Bro, I sound like people trying to connect anything that Mojang says to an end update. I'm like, galaxy? Galactonite confirmed. End update confirmed. Like, come on. And discovered a planet-destroying meteor. The meteor can destroy a planet. Okay. Astronomer Waddle Dee probably said that. They became planet protectors, turning themselves to crystal to seal away the meteor. Bro. All I'm saying. Literally, a few things that we've seen in this episode, it's all connecting back to Galactonite. Listen to what I'm saying, bro. Listen to what I'm talking about. I'm not just talking out of my behind. It's gotta mean something. It's got to. But who knows? I'm so tempted to actually go back and do that stage again. But no, I'll just do that off camera. It's such a stupid mission. It's actually not stupid. Like, I understand why they did it. But literally, it's so stupid. If I didn't get eaten by that one crocodile, I would have been fine. But I'm not gonna worry about it. Okay, so one thing that I was thinking I could do at the end of this episode, because apparently I just always have new things to do, I figured I would show y'all what a normal run of the Meta Knight Cup for me looks like, in case y'all are curious. Once again, that's all the Starcrossed World content for this episode. We'll jump back in next episode with Crossing Windaria and Windaria Remains, but just for the curious, let me show y'all how a normal run of the Meta Knight Cup looks for me. Because it's honestly kind of... Wait, hold on. I just thought about it. Okay, before we do that, because more extra stuff. So, if we go over here to Tilt and Roll Kirby, listen to this. Wait. Oh, it's probably just the third one. Hold on. Listen to this. That's so specific. Why would they do that? For anyone who doesn't know that theme off the top of their head, that's the Dream Buffet theme. Dream Buffet was the next Kirby game to release after this one. But why, in the Nintendo Switch 2 edition of this game, would they go back to a minigame they already put in the game? They didn't change anything about it. It still plays the exact same. They didn't change anything about it. But they changed the music to be the Dream Buffet theme. Why would they do that? Why? Why would they do that? That, like, and I just randomly, like, happened to pop over there one day. And then I was like, wait a minute. Why does this music sound so familiar? It's the freaking Dream Buffet theme. Why would they put that in the game? Why? That's so weird. It literally makes no sense. It makes 0 sense why they would put that in this game. Anyway, I'll show y'all what a normal... I'm already messing up the run. That's not what that was supposed to look like. So, when you're fighting Clawline, you... Wow. Of course when I get on camera is when I start doing that. But you start off with the big sword slash, then when she gets up here, spawn Soul Forgos. Wait for her to throw knives, then spawn more. I was supposed to spawn 2 sets, I don't know why I didn't. Okay, normally I can do that fight in 10 seconds, but normally when I do this, I also have the speed boost and the attack boost from using Deep Sleep. Yeah, that's right, I spam Deep Sleep, what about it? Oh, these mini bosses ain't nothing. You can literally get through these guys in 10 seconds. You literally just hold B. Or the attack button, excuse me. I know some people legit like to play on type B for some reason. I don't know why you people do that, but sure. But like literally, bam. 10 seconds is all it takes to get through the mini bosses. You literally don't even need to look at them. You just hold B and that's it. And I also just eat all the health items because literally what else are you going to do with them? You might as well just eat them because why not? But yeah, like I have a whole route to use for the Meta Knight Cup. It's not even funny. I'm actually kind of mad that I developed a whole route for this. A whole route to beat this in literally 60 seconds. It's so stupid, I hate it. I found out some real good tech for Wispy as well. I hate how I just call him Wispy even though it's Tropic Woods, but everyone's like, it's just Wispy. Double sword slash, charge up. You're supposed, oh, right. Normally when I have a speed boost, I can hit him with the sword with that attack. And then dodge your way up, do 3 dodges, and then that's it. Wispy's a freaking sitting duck. Like, it does not take much for you to beat him in like 10 seconds. Goromondo is just sad. Like, dang. He was kind of impressive at the beginning of the series, and now he's just like a wimp. He goes down like one. Like, literally double sword slash, charge a sword, hit him. He's already at half health before he can even attack you. Sometimes you can even get him dead before he even has a chance to do anything. All the bosses are freaking sitting ducks. And even though I'm not using a speed boost or an attack boost, like, we're probably on pace for like a minute 20. That's a pretty good time, all things considered, with no buffs, except for life up. And the life up doesn't even matter, because you can take a Maxim Tomato after every single battle. It does not matter. Meta Knight can be tricky sometimes, because you have to charge up your sword. Sometimes he might run to the left or right of you, and then sometimes you can land the second sword slash, and then sometimes he dodges. That's what I hate about him. At this point, just get him down to half health. Just get him down to half health. I don't care. Okay, well here. His Morphonite sword is freaking broken. I should have let him slash at me, because that would have de-armed him for a second. Could have got some damage on him. Spawn some Soul Forgos, that'll get a little bit of extra damage before he spawns the rocks. Then just overload them, and then they just swarm him once he comes back down. And then they just kill him. That's honestly, besides messing up with Clawline and messing up with the sword slashes on Meta Knight, that's an ideal Meta Knight Cup run. Add the buffs in there, and you probably have like, minute 45. Okay, so not the best run, but again, no buffs, so. But add the buffs in there, like average pace is like a minute 15, minute 20, and then if you pull off some really good tech, you can get like a minute. You can get a minute time on every single run consistently. It's pretty good. Anyway, I think that's gonna do it for today. Showed off a few extra little details that I've been learning since I edited the first episode. And we finished up Everbay Coast, so yeah, pretty good pace, all things considered. And we talked about a little bit of lore, so that's cool. I just have like a little list of lore things that I might bring up periodically throughout episodes, because man, the lore that this might bring to the series is insane. Like, I gotta tell you. But anyway, that's gonna do it for this episode. Next time on Kirby and the Star-Crossed World, we're gonna be jumping into Windaria Remains and saving all the stars there. It's kind of feeling like another Forgo Dreams or Extra Mode in terms of pacing. You just hop in, do your business, collect everything, hop out. Very by the books. But you know, it seems like every Kirby Let's Play normally gets to that point where it's like after that beginning part, you just take off running. It doesn't take much after that to fall into the groove. And until then, I will see you guys next time. Thank you so much for watching.